Guys, this is Casual Kiwi and welcome back to SkyFactory 4. This is episode 12 and what we want to do today is finish off working on some of our armor from Construct's Armory, as well as start working on some, is it Industrial Foregoing? I think it is, Industrial Foregoing. So I've got a few machines and things I want to make, and we want to try and get some Inferium essence and things made into seeds so that we can go ahead and get some stuff growing. So I've been to the nether while I've been away and have managed to gather enough Inferium essence so that we can get some planted and start getting some crops and getting some food and things growing. We've been eating apple juice for long enough, definitely long enough, I think. So basically what I wanted to do real quick is finish off working on my armor. While I've been away, I've gone ahead and done the rest of it, but I was going to quickly show you how we finish off the old helmet. So basically what I want to do is I want to add fire resistance to my helmet. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into our building, and what we need is we need a cast, 4 obsidian and 4 blaze powder. Basically all of those things we've got, because I've got a blank cast that I mucked up when I accidentally took this out and poured some gold, and it made blank casts which you cannot remelt, which is real helpful. So effectively we just want a little bit more obsidian, so we should be able to go ahead and grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those guys. And do we have a bucket? We do not have a bucket on us. We'll grab ourselves a bucket, not a cucket, and like so, we should be able to get ourselves 2 more bits of obsidian. Oh, I still haven't moved these guys. I probably need to do a bit more base building just to extend these out. I have built a farm area down below, which is going to work out not too bad. So we've got 2 there. If we go ahead and wang one of these guys together, so we've got fire resistance. Now the other thing that I have been doing is I have been putting some redstone on, so you'll notice that I am moving a bit faster than the average bear. And I think the other thing I put on all my armor was a singular diamond. So a diamond like so, and then effectively we come to the armor forge. What we do is we grab our helmet, we chuck it in like so. So at the moment we have 22.08 defense and 5.4 toughness, and it has a durability of 268 with 3 modifiers remaining. So this is a modifier. Effectively, if we put on 1 diamond, our toughness goes to 7.4, 26.08 defense, and our durability goes up quite a wedge as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to add fire resistance, because where we go to the nether quite a lot to do stuff, and I was getting absolutely hammered by fire. So we're going to chuck one of these guys on, and this makes it fire resistant, and it turns it a nice yellow color as well. And then the last thing we're going to chuck on is we're going to chuck on redstone, because it gives us sort of haste and makes us move at 4.5% speed. So boom. Now, it can't take another block, so as you can see down here, we've got 45 out of 50. These are 9, so we just need to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's too many. 5, like so. That's not going to do it. We can do it like this. And then we should be maxed out. All of our modifiers and everything done. So if we take that out and then throw that guy on, we have all of our armor. We're a bit funny looking, to be fair, but it works. I've tested it out in the nether and we're a lot stronger. Because everybody's seen it while we're away, I went ahead and I made Stabby McGee as well. So made a new sword. It's just a standard sword. We've got, by using a paper binding, can we see that in the tool forge? We can. So effectively I used a paper binding and I used steel tool rod and a steel knife blade, sword blade, and then put that together, and that gave us a writable as one of our modifiers on the machine by having a paper what is that thing called? It is a that guy, a guard, paper guard. So we put on a paper guard, gave us writable, gave us an extra modifier, and then I have chucked a butt ton of quartz and lapis on it to give us luck and sharpness. So it is quite a strong sword now, which is great. And it's still available to level up, so I'm not sure what happens when we level it up. We're at 359 of 500, so we've got a little bit to go, 140 odd, and then we'll level up. Will that give us another modifier? I can't remember how the leveling of Tinker's Construct works. I'm going to quickly sleep. As you could see there, we are quite fast when we run. So that is really good. We can get around a lot quicker. Really quite neat. Downstairs, the other thing I did is we made out of there another farming area out this side. So we've got that ready to go for our farming once we get some industrial foregoing machines going. And the other thing I did was link up these guys as exports. So we're exporting our wood and our sticks and everything else to get them out of our hopping bonsais, and we have them set up as storage as well so that we can access our lumber from our system. So we've got 40k of wood there. We've got a lot of wood, and everything's still working. We're still just on one of these generators with only 4 speed modifiers, and it's just smelting all our stuff. So it seems to not be getting left behind at this stage. If we go amber, we've got 0 ambers in there, so it's actually keeping up. So it's doing a good job. We don't need to upgrade that at this stage for that, but we don't have machines for being able to do any extra processing and things at this point in time. So we'll get rid of these, we'll get rid of this diamond sword, we don't need that. We'll keep our watering can for now, and we don't need our storage cables. To be fair, what we'll probably do at some stage is we will upgrade to an ME system, because there's no channels. It's great, it makes it awesome. I don't hate playing Applied Energistics 2 with channels, but it does make it kind of painful. So we'll upgrade to that, and then we'll be away laughing. Okay, so things we want to move forward on. We want to get rid of that. Oh, that was something else we wanted to get rid of. I meant to leave a modifier empty for that. I forgot. I was going to add the Gauntlet of Power. So the Gauntlet of Power effectively adds, I can't remember what it was. I got the book over here, Materials and New Armor Edition, and effectively that obviously stops where you've left off, which is actually really cool. So these are all modifiers. Where was the Gauntlet of Power? This is what I might have gone past that already. There. So we've got the Gauntlet of Power. So it increases attack damage and it can only be applied to chest plates. Now, I don't think I have a slot left on my chest plate. I thought I left one empty, but I did not. Whoops. Durability. No, I've got no spear modifiers. Bugger. I mucked that up. But anyway, we will worry about that on another time. We might make some Manualin armor or something later on once we've got a few more resources. But in the meantime, I'm not going to worry about it. So for now, we will go ahead and we'll get rid of that guy. And we'll chuck our book away. We need a bookshelf. Would be quite handy. I wonder if we have those in this. We have. I wonder if we have a shelf that we can store. Oh, we do. I wonder if that's one we can actually store books on, or whether it is just a book binder. That's Bibliocraft. Oh, Miscraft. We'll click A on that guy, and then we will just every time I do this wrong, like that, we will create one of these. Of course, we're missing one plank, so boom, 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 like so. Get ourselves a bookshelf, and then where can we put that? We can put that temporarily there, and then we should be able to. No. Shift. No. There we go. We can put our book in there. Cool. So have we got any other books? We do. An ender book and an advancement book. So advancement book and our ender book. Cool. So we've got all of our books on our bookshelf. Neat. Okay. Right. What we're working on. We were going to work on these guys first. So we've got our plant sower and our plant gatherer, but what we need to get going first to get these guys and a black hole tank is actually the latex processing unit. So we want this guy because we want to get some latex so that we can smelt that, I think, we craft it into some small plastic droplets, and then we smelt those to get some plastic sheets. So effectively we want to make one of these guys. So boom, we want to get this, so we're going to need a machine case, which we should be able to do. We're going to need a iron gear, which should be pretty easy. We're also going to need 2 furnaces, which we most likely don't have, and then we should be able to craft one of these guys. So a latex processing unit. Now this doesn't take any power, any energy that I know of. We're going to head downstairs and put it with our other machines in the meantime. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to stick it down this end. No, that's not what we wanted to do at all. We're going to stick it there. Now, actually, we're going to pick this guy up. Have we got our wrench? We do. Is our magnet on? It is. That's not what I wanted to do. Actually, that's all we want to do, is we want to turn it around. Cool. So we right click on this guy. Stored energy. So it does take power. I didn't think it did. Water and latex. Is this the right machine? I could be doing the wrong thing here. I thought this didn't take power, and basically I want, apparently acacia wood is the best for this. So acacia wood, if we grab some of these, get rid of that guy. I thought that we just plunked that there. I've turned it around again. There we go. And then I thought that did its thing, but apparently this one needs water, and that creates fluid latex. Okay, we might put this down by some power and see what happens. Okay, so we've got power all the way along there. So let's grab this guy, and if we go away, put this there like so, it's got some energy. We're probably going to need to put some water on there as well, but we'll take that as it comes. And then if we put that there, do we need to put some water in it to get it to do its thing as well? I'm not sure if I'm using the right machine here. I thought it was. Harvest level wood. Let's get it a bucket of water. And, oh. And see what happens. Oh, wrong floor. Okay, so it's got some water. Is it doing work? Will be the question. Every 40 ticks. Max of 5 RF every 40 ticks. Machine outputs tiny dry rubber. That's exactly what I want. When provided with power, water, and latex, will produce tiny rubber. It will consume 75 millibuckets of latex and 1000 millibuckets of water to produce one. Okay, so latex processing. So this is not the machine I was expecting it to be. So what is the machine we put in front of the piece of timber? Latex. Latex processing unit. Latex is from wood, from the tree fluid extractor. That's the one we want. Okay, so we've got the wrong machine. Okay. Tree fluid extractor. Okay, we can make one of these. Okay. Latex processing unit, plant gather, tree fluid extractor. Boom. We don't quite have that. We just need another gear. Like so. And wowza, we have what we need. Thank goodness. Okay, so this one isn't the one we want. That's fine. I didn't think we needed power for what we were doing. we'll go ahead and we'll shove this down here again. So we want the tree fluid extractor pointing that way, and then we want to put our log there, and then in here it's creating latex. Perfect. So that's going to produce buckets of latex. Okay, so this doesn't quite do what I was hoping for it to do. I thought this produced tiny pieces of rubber, but apparently it just produces liquid latex. Okay, so that's fine. We can do that into buckets. I wonder, can we... There is no sort of setup for exporting it. Fluid containers. Oh, we can export it. Okay, so that's fine. Let's look into putting this guy there, and maybe running some more conduits along. So have we got any more leadstone? Leadstone we've got 15, like so. So if we start there and just go along, so we've got power. What we need is water. What have we got as a water source? Block, like a infuses concrete and other blocks with water, a water concentrator, infinite water source, 10 millibuckets a tick from compact and dense water cooler. So what takes to make that? Basic plating. Basic plating is graphite dust and lead. What is graphite dust? Graphite dust is crushed coal in a manufactory, and there's no other way to do it. How do we make a manufactory? So a manufactory is not too bad. Okay, let's make ourselves a manufactory and get ourselves a basic infinite water source. Okay, so a manufactory. This guy here, we're going to press A on him so that we don't lose him. We're going to need a piston. Oh, we're not in the right place. Like so. Manufactory, piston, yoink, one of you. We're going to need a copper coil. That gives us 2, great. And then we should be good to go. So we have ourselves a manufactory. Nice. Okay, we will get rid of our pick. No, we're going to need our pick. We're going to get rid of our axe for now. Okay, so manufactory can go here for now. It's on its own. We're going to grab some... wonder if coal... We've got plenty of coal. We will do 16 coal. We haven't got plenty, but we've got some. We'll see what that makes. What does that make? It's pretty slow. It's only using 20 RF a tick. We can put speed upgrades and things in it. That makes pulverized coal. We do have a speed upgrade for this guy from Nuclearcraft. That's a fair bit quicker. It's now using 80 RF a tick. And we are chonking through the leaves. That's okay. We've got plenty of leaves. Okay. This thing is getting full on fluid latex and our block is breaking. Oh, it's gone. We'll place that down. We can put a placer there at some stage as well just to take care of things. This guy is making pulverized coal. And what did we need to work on next? We were on a water source. So a water, what was it called? It was a infinite water source. So we'll hit A on, back. We'll click on him. Like so, and hit A. And then we want to make one of these. So some of these basic plates requires graphite dust. Graphite dust is crushed coal back through the manufactory. Okay. So we're almost done there, and then we just recycle it back through. One more. Yoink, and that should go back through. Graphite dust, perfect. So we only need 4 of these guys, don't we? So no, we need 2. Oh no, they make 2 plates, so yes, 4. Okay, so that's plenty. And then effectively we should be able to make some of these basic plates. Oh. Like so. And then we're not going to have 2 full buckets of water, are we? We can get those, 1 more bucket, and if we shoot up here, grab those, and then we should be able to go like so, and we get ourselves an infinite water source. Nice. So can we drop this straight on top of... Oh, we want to go 1 lower. Straight on top of this guy. So it was this one that needs water, doesn't it? Fluid water. Can we just drop this straight on top of there? We can. I think. Yes, it's filling up. Okay, so that's doing its thing. Then if we go into here and we go fluid containers, can we just left? No, 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 no. And then fluid latex. Output items. Yep, so water tank. So can we? Yes. Is that active on, active without, always active? No, that's not working. We have to use a pipe. Looks like we have to use a pipe. Okay, that's fine. What can we do? We can move this all sideways 1. Is that gonna lose all its stuff if we pick it up? That is the question. So fluid, we've got 1 of these guys, and we've got some pipes. Can we can't do it around the back because he's got power. We do it on the front. Best bet would just be to move it sideways 1 block. How far away is it from? Okay, let's waste that if we have to. And our axe, hopefully it holds its business. So, like so. Stick that down. It doesn't. Cool. And that's filling up with latex. And we've got tiny dry rubbers. Perfect. Okay, so that's working. It's doing its thing. That's getting water. It's getting energy. This is getting stuff. So now we need a block placer. So a placer. So a block placer there, fluid placer there, or a block placer from industrial foregoing. This guy does not look like it uses energy. So let's go ahead and make 1 of those. User require a dispenser, which can we make? We probably can if we make ourselves a bow. Like so, dispenser, and then voila, we have ourselves a block placer. Now, I think what we want is for him to be, nope, not like that at all. Let's throw a torch there. Where's our wrench? Yoink. I'm not sure where that is. What we can do, I guess, for the meantime, is we can chop this guy up. Oh, it is there. Okay, so effectively, if we put those in there, it places it down. Nice. Okay, 5 of those, always on. It's doing its thing, it's creating latex, and it's transferring it into tiny dry rubbers. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a system up and running there. That's doing its thing and making tiny dry rubber. So with tiny dry rubber, we use that to make dry rubbers. And then those get smelted. Each one smelts into 1 sheet of plastics. So we've got 18, so that gives us 2 tiny dry rubbers. So we can't use that there. Use it here. Get rid of that. We should be able to go like so. Gives us a dry rubber. And then those guys, is this getting used? It is not. Why is, oh, that's the crusher, that's why. Energized Smelter. Okay, so we need a smelter that we can use for doing our stuff as well. So let's look at furnaces. Help if we spelt that correctly. What have we got? We've got mystical agriculture ones, which we cannot do because we do not have the business. A creation station. A resourceful furnace from an industrial foregoing, which it's going to take some of this plastic, but it's something we could do. Is it going to be any faster? An energized smelter from powered furnace. M for a description. Left shift plus M. A simple machine that serves as a mechanism-based furnace that runs off of energy. So, don't believe that's going to be very fast. Energized smelter, which is what we have already, isn't it? Energized smelter from mechanism. So that can be sped up. The alloy furnace from nuclear furnace, ultimate furnace. Okay, so it's looking like probably just the energized smelter from mechanism is probably what we're going to go for. Furnace, if we go smelter. So factory. Basic crushing factory, basic. So what if we do a injecting? Where's a basic smelting factory? So that is an energized smelter with some basic control circuits and some redstone and stuff. That means we can smelt more stuff at once. But do we need that at this stage? We probably don't. Let's just make ourselves another one of these guys and hook it up and have that as our free use furnace, as we'll say. Okay, so yoink. We want this guy effectively. Hey, so we want one of these. Of course, we're missing a heap of stuff. What were we missing there? Missing some glass. Of course, we're missing glass. Okay, back. We're gonna need to go upstairs because this furnace is in use. So this is what we're fighting against, isn't it? Okay, so we're gonna need some sand. Yoink. We're gonna need, do we have any charcoal? We've got some tiny chunks there and we've got that. We'll get rid of all of this charcoal. Boom. Boom. Those can go in there. And we'll make more tiny chunks. Like so, and then the rest of those guys can just go in this chest for now. If we get rid of that piece as well. Nice. Okay, so there's our birchwood. I came across birchwood earlier and it was really weird. Basically, I was trying to hook up my oakwood logs to the system so that they get sucked out of the hopping bonsais, but I got a jam up of this stuff of birchwood logs, and I had no trees that were creating birchwood, but that was what was stopping it from going through my pipes and into my stuff. But eventually it sort of unblocked those by putting those empty barrels down there, and the birchwood came out, and then I must have shoved it in this chest. Kind of a bit odd, but okay, whatever works. 7 of those and 7 of those. Okay, so that should give us enough to go ahead and make this guy. So we've got ourselves a steel casing. We're gonna make a couple of those while we're at it. Then we should look at that. We've actually got everything. That's great. So we haven't got any energy up here, so that is a bit of an issue. We'll head down. That is the other thing I wanted to look at working on today. We're going to put this for now beside our manufactory. So we've got ourselves a smelter. Great. Okay, so we can put those guys in there now. It's going to go really slowly. So we've got these speed upgrades from mechanism. Can we make any of these? Yoink. Yes, we can. We can make 2 of those. Can we make any of the energy upgrades? We're short of glass again. That's fine. We can make glass. Okay, so this guy here, we've got 2 piles of plastic. And our upgrades, we're going to drop those guys in there. That's the extractor. We're 56. Look at that. Going great guns. Okay, so get rid of those. Oops. We're frozen. Okay, and we're away again. There we go. 6. Put those in there. That's going to use a heap of power. If we shoot back upstairs, we should have some more glass, and we can make a few energy upgrades as well. 1, we're going to make at least 1, 2, and that's going to match our speed upgrades. Cool beans. So we'll put these guys into here, like so. 2 of 2, and that should cancel that out. We are going to be using a butt-ton more power than we used to. So it's chewing through the old leaves. We're onto the sand leaves at the moment. And now we should have a fair bit of plastic. Not in there, in there. So we've got 8 plastic. Okay. So what we want to look at making now, we've got our manufactory, we've got our tree fluid extractor, we've got our infinite water source, and we've got our energized smelter. What I probably want to do, seeing as we're running up and down so much, is actually make some damn elevators. Can we do that? We need some more wool. Have we got string? We've got a bit of string. 12. How many elevators can we make? 1. Oh, we're just shy. Okay, if we jump across to this dimension here, where our spawner is, we've got a shit ton of string. So we'll go ahead, we'll grab some string. And we should be away laughing. So there should be nothing in here or bugger all of it. Any consequence. I did come and stand here for a while the other day and just left it while I went and had some lunch or something and came back and well, that's loud. There was 0 ender pearls, so I was a bit disappointed with that, to be fair. Right, so 48 string, 48 wool, I mean, we'll go ahead and we'll make, we want 3 of these guys. So we've got 3 elevators. We should now, by rights, be able to go down to the bottom, chuck an elevator in here, yoink, and then if we get rid of that guy, put an elevator there, nice. Oh, so good. And then up to the last one, we should just be able to put one there, and then we should just be able to go, and we're down. Oh, so good. So much nicer than freaking running up and down those stairs. Okay, that's cool. So that's sorted. We'll get rid of the string, and these feathers, and these eggs, and oh, so much stuff. Okay, get rid of that as well, and that, and that. Okay, so now we want to work on, can get rid of that. I really want the black hole tank to start putting some milk and stuff in, but it's probably not what we need to concentrate on today, is what we want the plant gatherer and the plant sower. So we'll work on the plant sower for a start. So that's a couple of iron gears, a machine case, 2 bits of plastic and 2 pistons, as well as a flower pot. So it shouldn't be too hard, should be all stuff that we have most of. We may have to smelt some clay or something like that, but nothing too drastic. So plant sower, basically a couple of pistons, 1, 2, and then a couple of gears, 1, 2, and then we want a machine frame, which isn't too drastic either, and we should, nope, I knew we'd have to do the pot, flower pot. Oh, we've got one, nice. Okay, and boom, we have ourselves a plant sower, lovely. Right, plant gatherer, a little bit different. We're gonna need a couple of axes, yoink, yoink, and a hoe, yoink. I'm guessing that means it can do trees as well, which is really neat. 2 gears, and then one more casing, and we should be good to go. Voila. So we have both of those. We've got some leadstone conduits, which is not going to be anywhere near enough. So leadstone, yoink. We're going to make 42 of those plus 8, 50 of those. That should be plenty. The other thing I wanted to look at was storage cells. We do not have any leadstone energy cells. I wonder what the best way to store energy is. Power cell from RF tools, reactor cell, block of emerald cell. I'm gonna have to look into that. This block can store 2 million, 20 million, 200 million. Oh geez, my eyes are terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 20 million RF and can be combined with other cells to form a big multi-block. I wonder what that takes. Those are dilithium crystals, which sound expensive, and titanium ingots. And what's this guy? A power cell medium. Oh, okay, so this might be a way to go. So what's the basic power cell? Is a block of iron and some redstone and diamonds. And, oh, okay, I think we might do this guy. So we'll that, and then we can look at upgrading it to the next guy, which power core mediums, which is Prismarine Crystals. I'm not sure how we get those. Prismarine Shards. Lots of different ways. A hydrator with, oh no, we need Prismarine Shards to get those. We can get them from truffles, bacon. I'm not a fan of the bacon. I really don't want to go down the pig route. Prismarine shards from Minecraft can be overworldium matter and things, or quartz, or the loot fabricator, or statue loot. There's not a lot of ways to get those. That's not cool. I wonder if there's another source that we can use. Anywho, in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll shoot upstairs. We'll sleep because it's dark. And then I also have no idea how long we've been going on for, but I imagine it's getting quite long in the episode. Right, so what we want to do is we want to go ahead and we want to place our planter and our gatherer on our farm. Now, what have we got in the way of a sprinkler or hydrator in the pack? We do have a sprinkler, prink over water and near crops. So that's not bad at all. Bucket of water, some iron bars. I wonder what its range is. This only runs where water is directly below water nearby grapes, increasing their growing speed. Multiple sprinklers in the same area do stack. Sneak right clicking with an empty hand to disable particles from rendering. Okay, so that would be quite cool to put some of those down, but we're gonna need some water sources, aren't we? So I wonder how far a water source hydrates. So let's go ahead and get a bucket. Which are all back in our system. We'll get 3 buckets of water, and then if we feel the need, we could create ourselves our own infinite water supply down in our farms, which probably isn't a silly plan. Oh, too far. We're going to go out this way. Now, have we got any wood? We have not got any wood. What I probably want to do is head out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And we haven't got any. If we clear that, grab one of those. And then if we go yoink, yoink, and put some water in, I wonder how far that goes when the soil is tilled. So we grab ourselves a hoe. I'm not sure how far it travels. It'd be interesting to see. I'm sure this is a very basic vanilla Minecraft freaking thing, but I just do not know. What we might do is we might grab a few more blocks, like so, and real uglily, that's a terrible way to say that, we will go boom, actually we'll go boom, 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 oop, boom, 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 and we'll get rid of that one. Just in the meantime, we will get rid of this. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave this here because it's terrible. But now we have an infinite water source. It's not going to reach the whole way, is it? Not even close. It's reaching there, but it's not going to reach there, I don't think. So, okay. What we can do is probably about here. That's quite a few squares of water, isn't it? One off. If we were to put, if we remove the center one and put one there, it's 2 in, 2 in. No, that's not. It's 1, 2, 3. It's the third one that way. Oh yeah, no, that's correct. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so there as well, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 there as well, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 there. That should do the job. Okay, so if we go ahead and we scoop that up, put that there, and oh, that went in. I didn't think it did there for a second. Like so, and then grab our dirt, put one in there. That should go ahead and hydrate everything. Does it reach the middle? And does it reach these corners? It should do. I would like to hope so. It does. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what we want to do there now is underneath that one is going to be a block of timber. So we're actually going to dig that guy up and we're going to replace that there with this guy, the old planter, yoink, like so, and then we're going to put dirt on top of him, and then this torch here, we're going to put the plant gatherer, like, oh, that's not what I want to do, like so, and then below that, we're going to get some power, so it is effectively, where's our axe, it is there, straight below that guy. And then if we throw this guy back in, we should be able to connect this up with power and with, we're going to have to connect it with, that collects sludge, it needs energy, we're going to have to connect it with seeds so that this guy, when it takes the seeds, it puts them back. So we need to put some cables along to connect power as well as seeds. So I wonder what we've got wireless storage wise. What we might do, guys, is I might end the episode here. We'll go away and I will connect this up with power and with energy and have this running with some Inferium seeds. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw together some Inferium seeds. I don't need to go all the way up there. I've got this guy. So Inferium essence, we've got 22 of, some seeds like so. We've only got enough for 2. We're going to go ahead and make 2 of those seeds. and then we are going to plant them. So we're going to plant them right there and right there, and these guys are hopefully going to grow, and then they're going to get harvested by the old gatherer. So effectively I'm going to use some form of power. I'm going to connect these two machines up and get these guys growing, and hopefully eventually get a whole big field of Inferium essence. Cool. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Hit a like, subscribe, leave me a comment, all those good things, and I'll see you next time.